make what I consider to be important observations at this stage on some of the issues in our public discourse in the lead up to the elections for a new president. Under the Constitution, the executive power of the state is vested in the President of the Republic. He or she is the executive. There's no ambiguity about where the buck stops when it comes to responsibility for what happens in the government. It stops with the President. He or she has ultimate responsibility. It would be an unwise president that would pretend to have all the answers and refuse the advice of his officials. But the fact remains that the president holds the executive power. The cabinet, the ministers of state, all act ultimately in an advisory manner. Of course, the member of the government might take an idea, be it generated by the president or the official or a committee, and turn it into a huge success, and the honors will be claimed or shared where public perception falls. But ultimately, the president is responsible and therefore takes the credit or the blame for whatever happens in his or her government.
Well, does this statement by the president put to bed this conversation about taking responsibility and, as it were, what role Dr. Bawumia played in the economic quagmire that we find ourselves in as a country or as a people? But then again, in that statement I just played to you, there is one aspect of it that the president talks about it being an unwise decision to reject the advice of the people that he works with. Well, this morning from our studios here at Adesawe in Accra, welcome. This is Key Point. We're live also on 3FM 92.7. On this program, we discuss the most topical issues of the week with well-informed panelists who have you and I, the Ghanaian people, at heart. Now, we're live also on DSTV channel 279 all across the world on 3news.com, on Facebook and X. Now, this week, the president, as required by the Constitution, delivered his penultimate State of the Nation address to Parliament, our representatives. Among other things, it touched on his administration's achievements in the areas of agriculture, economic stability, tourism, sports development, and security infrastructure development, and so on. But today, we examine the president's speech against the reality on the ground. Did the State of the Nation reflect your state of affairs as an individual in the nation? Or there was that disconnect, as many have indicated? We'll have a conversation this morning and some issues that the president did not touch on as well. Why is that? Is it that there are no more issues for us to talk about? Also coming up, Ghana's parliament has passed the anti-LGBTQ plus bill into law. The bill aims to uphold proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values, while prohibiting lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, that's the LGBTQ+++, and related activities. Now, the bill in its current form proposes a jail term ranging from 6 months to 3 years for those found engaged in same-sex activities. We have one of the proponents of the bill, for one of the sponsors of this bill, is going to be joining us this morning. Well, after this decision by Parliament, is drawn international reactions. And in fact, the Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice here in Ghana, SHRAJ, is already talking about a possible challenge of some aspect of this bill at the Supreme Court. We've also picked information, some 18 civil society organizations are already lacing their boots to test aspects of this bill at the Supreme Court. And already, the President being urged not to give heed to this bill or sign or accent this bill into law. Is it one that would also have the president heed to or bow to some of these concerns that have been raised? We would have a conversation this morning. A number of lawyers will be joining me. Another item on the table this morning is the public outcry over the recent intermittent power outages in parts of the country. Many Ghanaians are demanding a load shedding timetable to enable us plan our lives. What you're seeing on the screen, and for those of you listening to us on 3FM 92.7, there was power outage in Parliament when they were debating the State of the Nation address that the president talked about no doomsday for the past 7 years. Well, is it the case of a maintenance challenge, as the ECG has talked about, or there's actually a real problem that we are not being told, especially because this intermittent power outages have been going on at least since January in some parts of the country without a timetable for the Ghanaian people to plan our lives. We have a conversation with people who understand this energy space this morning. What exactly is the problem? We'll talk here on The Key Point. As always, you're an integral part of the conversation. There's so many ways you can get to me on Facebook and on X and also on Instagram. I am Alfred Ocansey. Welcome. My guest will join me after this quick break here on The Key Point. Stay with us.
I'm ready.
This new year, GoTV is stepping up your entertainment at no extra cost to you.
Yahoo!
If you're on GoTV Value, upgrade to GoTV Plus and watch GoTV Max. Already on GoTV Plus, then upgrade to GoTV Max to enjoy GoTV Super. And if you're on GoTV Max, upgrade to GoTV Super to enjoy the best of the best on GoTV Super Plus. Don't wait for the best sport, international entertainment, and local shows. Step up today. It's on us. GoTV.
Now, this is a public service announcement. Today's Woman is back on your TV screens every Saturday at 3 p.m. with me, Cookie.
Bible, pray every day.
This week, we have a witty conversation with the lovable, very well experienced in the financial sector, Dr. Loretta Sapon.
I want to be a growing, contributing human being, impacting not only this generation, but the next one to come.
She's talking about her experience in the world of finance. She's talking about how she grew up in Kumasi with different ideas, but ended up in the world of finance.
You know, growing up, I was fascinated and still are by people who dress sharp and look good to work.
You don't want to miss it. Mention 3 local snacks that go with groundnuts. 5 seconds.
Achimo, kri,
Asa?
and kasike.
Today's Woman with Cookie Tea shows Saturdays at 3 p.m. on TV3. Brought to you by Latex Foam. Vlisco.
Anytime my husband and I have sex and he's coming, then he would excuse me to say he's on himself.
I do not even know how to feel, whether I think it's funny or whether it's...
Ladies also get that, ultimate orgasm where they piss. Does that not become disgusting to the men?
I feel maybe her husband used to do something, maybe gayism or whatever it is.
Some people cry, some people sing, some people bite, some
people have been
scratch.
There are people who are married that the woman always, whenever there's sexual intercourse, there's blood, and they stay. If I love you with all your weakness.
A dear friend of mine was telling me that her husband says,
Confessions shows on Saturdays at 9:30 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by
MTN.
Mac Brown's Kitchen. Mac Brown's Kitchen.
I'm ready to send me to Mac Brown's Kitchen. New season, new stations. Hey, Mac Brown's Kitchen. Oh, na me TV so ache. Ani o mu ya ache. But the nyamia yeni. Enche kra no. Ba TV3. Mimi da bia. Ani 5 to 6 p.m. Nana yabasha mwate. Minimi kunini mema yabasha sisako. Ghana Fodo.
McBrown's Kitchen shows this and every Saturday at 5 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Herbal,
Akuma Onion Paste.
Get ready for an epic adventure. Join TV3 on a 2-day expedition of the Western Wonders of Ghana as part of the Ghana Month celebration happening from Friday 29th to Saturday 30th of March. This is Journey to the West. Explore the rich history of Cape Coast Castle. Walk through the lush forest of Kaku. Witness the breathtaking Nzulezu Stilt Village for a journey through time. Immerse yourself in the magic of bonfires, groove to sensational music performances, and experience the beats with DJs on rotation. Indulge in mouth-watering dishes and refreshing drinks while creating unforgettable memories. Don't miss the chance to celebrate Ghana's beauty and culture. Join us for 2 days filled with adventure, culture, and a whole lot of fun. Journey to the West. To book a seat for this Odyssey, call 0264-932732. It's Journey to the West. Hashtag Ghana Month Celebration. Hashtag Journey to the West. Hashtag Explore Ghana.
Brought to you by Malta Guinness.
Get ready for a wave of transformation washing all over your screens. Your favorite channel TV3 is leveling up. Discover inspiring lifestyles, thrilling entertainment, the latest news, telenovelas and local drama series that will sweep you away. From the 4th of March 2024, get obsessed with our all-new shows. At 1 p.m. from Monday to Thursday, join the two TV sweethearts, Godwin and Anita, on the afternoon show as they take you on a sunny afternoon ride. Get interactive with us on 3 Tunes at 3 p.m. Monday to Friday as Ajua Noella cools down your hot afternoon with some good tunes. Now step into the world of K-drama at 4 p.m. Monday to Friday as we bring you sensational Korean drama series to brighten up your day. And for all your sports, business, and entertainment updates, join us from 5 p.m. Monday to Friday with the best of the best from their world. So much more news, lifestyle, and entertainment content. But of course, don't miss out on our new local drama series Belt from Monday to Thursday at 9 p.m. on the dot. It's all about love, betrayal, friendship, and power. Our weekends are equally packed. TV3 brings you the best of talk shows, award-winning reality shows, captivating drama content, in-depth news coverage, and current affairs shows. We are #1 for a reason, so ditch the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. Don't blink an eye or miss a beat. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment.
Whilst at it, Mr. Speaker, we have not forgotten about the welfare and well-being of our fisher folk. My government has completed the construction of 12 coastal fish landing sites at Axim and Discove in the Western region, Moray, Mountford, Winneba, Senyabreku, Gomoafete, Otram, and Infantsiman in the Central region, Kessi and Osu in the Greater Accra region, and Kita in the Volta region. Additionally, I had the pleasure in May last year of commissioning the newly constructed Elmina Fishing Harbor in the Central region, much against the hopes of the naysayers. And God willing, soon this year, I will also commission the Jamestown Fishing Harbor, which currently stands at 88% complete and is expected to be ready by August 2024. Government reduced the Planting for Food and Jobs program, which have been implemented since 2017. Based on lessons learned, government developed and launched under the dynamic leadership of the new Minister for Food and Agriculture, the second phase of the PFJ. The second phase of the PFJ sets out a 5-year agenda to ensure food self-sufficiency and resilience. Strategic targets have been set for 11 priority products in the immediate term, September to December 2023. Short term, year 2024. Medium term, 2025-2026. And the long term, 2026-2028. The selected products are maize, rice, soybean, sorghum, tomato, pepper, onion, cassava, yam, plantain, and poultry. So I'm happy to report that production estimates for these priority products reveal that the planned targets for the year have been exceeded for all the products except poultry. Poultry obviously requires extra attention, and that is exactly what we're doing. We have every intention of meeting the domestic production targets for poultry this year, 2024, and moving on to production levels that will lead to reduction in poultry imports. We envisage a vigorous cooperation between government and the private sector to achieve the set target. Mr. Speaker, the surest way of making agriculture attractive to young people is to take the drudgery out of farming, and government is continuing to make agricultural machinery and equipment easily available. Under the third and final tranche of the Brazil More Food Program, tractors with accompanying implements, power tillers and with accessories, maize shellers, units of combined pharmacies, and rice millers have been distributed to farmers, processors, and mechanization service providers on hire purchase agreement. This year, under the Indian Exim facility, tractors with matching implements, planters, boom sprayers, combine harvesters, and corn pickers will also be made available.
Well, that's President Akufo-Addo. Aspects of that State of the Nation address. It's a constitutional requirement for him to appear before Parliament, the representatives of the people, at the beginning of Parliament's session and at the end as well, to also the dissolution of Parliament, to also give us a State of the Nation address. Well, this is the penultimate State of the Nation address by President Akufo-Addo. And what this means is that before this Parliament is dissolved, he would give his final State of the Nation address. That is after the election, December 7. Now, the details of this State of the Nation address reflect your state and your experiences and what is happening in this country, as the president gave the account of on Tuesday. Well, that's a conversation that we are having this morning together with you. My guest joining me in studio is Alfred Thompson. He is a financial analyst, a banker, and then also a member of the New Patriotic Party. Mr. Thompson, good morning.
Good morning, Alfred. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for coming.
Well. Thank you.
Also joining us is private legal practitioner, leader of the Komepreko Reloaded demonstration, and also leader of one of three individual bondholder groups, Martin Pebble. Good morning to you, sir. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Ocansey. Thank you.
Okay. Professor Ransford Jampo is a professor of political science at the University of Ghana, Legon, and also the president of the University of Ghana, UTAG, University Teachers Association of Ghana. Professor Ransford Jampo, it's good to have you. Good morning.
Morning, morning.
He's the latest sheikh in town. He's just arrived from Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Yes, no, a few days ago.
That's good.
How was the experience?
Saudi? I think perceptions are wicked. People who move with perception should always try to go beyond what they perceive or what people are seeing to ascertain what is real. I came just like yesterday for a conference, and the experience, I was shocked. I mean, perceptions are wicked. You go there, it's a very different country. They don't steal. Left my mobile phone somewhere, and then I was told, no, you go and come, and your phone is there.
You still can't find your phone.
They are. I think somewhere in the conversation, I will find a way of slotting some of the things I went to see there in our discussions. It appears that the argument about the relationship between democracy and development is nonsense. It is not about democracy and development. It's not about whether it's undemocratic and there will be development. It's about doing things to improve the physical quality of human life. That's what matters.
True.
Whether it's democracy or it is not democracy.
Because that's an authoritarian regime.
So long as things are being done to improve physical quality of human life.
That's all.
That's all that matters. So I have a friend there. He saw me, and then in our conversation, said, hey, look, as for here, you cannot come and be talking like the way you are talking in Ghana. Then I asked him a question. What would be the basis of my talking here? There will be no basis because of the kinds of things he was telling me. They don't pay taxes. He said, I work, I don't pay tax. I said, why? He said, they use the money that they get from the oil to do everything. The minimum, there is a rule that says that if you recruit somebody, the minimum you can pay the person is $1,000. I mean, even if it's a cleaner, the minimum is $1,000. I'm a university professor. Okay, I don't get that.
You don't? And you're not paid $1,000.
No, you can't.
Your salary it
can't.
Not
I mean, why? So why are we always fighting?
It was paid in dollars.
No, it is no. We do. I'm talking about monthly salary. We're talking about one-off allowance that comes every year. I'm talking about monthly salary. If the minimum that you can pay a human being who is working is $1,000. And then he said, I'm in an apartment. I don't pay light bill. I'm not paying water bill. And the light has not. Well, the light has never gone off before, and the water is always flowing. Then we're driving on their streets from the hotel in which I lodged to the airport's about 1 hour 30 minutes drive, and then it's like they've tiled the roads, and no potholes, and you are just moving, and I'm asking myself. So he told me all these. I saw some of the things, and then the problem of distrust. Said anybody who heard that I was going to Saudi Arabia started praying.
Why? Praying for what?
Yeah, I don't know. That place is scary. What? And walked from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. freely. No threats. Very peaceful.
You're walking.
Yeah, with friends. We move from here to here to, and you see what fascinated me. We walked. We're tired. When we're coming, then I told my friends, so how do we go? Don't we get a bus? And I was only having. They don't take. It is not like here that we are pricing things in dollars, carrying dollars on me. I thought I could buy. You give them the money and say, what is this? They are asking you, what is this? They want their money, not dollars. So carrying your dollars, I couldn't buy anything. What helped was the Visa card that I used. But you see, the public transport that we got in. And my friend told me, see, the public transport is here. Get in. If you like, pay. If you like, don't pay. It's okay. I said, then let's test it. We're 8. Me and my friends, we're 8.
And you didn't pay.
We got in, we sat down. And then when we were, as I said, thank you. And I said, thank you. That's all. Shukran. Shukran means thank you. And we said, and I said, why?
The Ghanaian man took the bad thing.
Oh, no. I interrogated. And then he said, well, and he said that, you see, their rule is that if you have enough money and you want to help the system, you pay. But if you don't have money at the time, the system should cater for you. Around the time, I couldn't have given the dollar to them. Okay. Well, so I'm saying that my father, before he died, listen to me. He told me that if he were president, he would have made it a rule that from time to time, Ghanaians should be transported from here to countries that are developed. Okay, to see what happens there. You see, I didn't know the meaning of the kinds of things that people were writing behind their cars, in front of their cars. Ejaye Sunsum, Inshanka Boafo, Fanosara, travel and see. I didn't understand. Okay, but it is after you have traveled that you see how things work elsewhere. And when you appreciate how things work elsewhere, you are able to come to your country and take your leaders on to demand that they do what is right. Look, when I was studying in the US, let me tell you this. I was doing my PhD. Every Ghanaian who saw me told me, go and help develop the country. Because I was there, I wasn't doing the menial job, I wasn't clean. I was just there because I was schooling. And so they were impressed that I came there not to work but to school. And they kept saying this, when you go and fix the country, go and help fix the country. One day I was sleeping and I started thinking about this. I said, but why are they all telling me to go help fix the country? Why? Because my president has been here before. Okay, my Minister of Education has been here before. My Vice Chancellor has been here before. My Head of Department has been here before. They've all seen these things. Why have we not implemented the kinds of things that we are seeing elsewhere in our country just to bring about development? So you see, we have had a wicked political elites that have led us, I think, from independence up till now. Yeah. I'm telling you, yesterday, in Friday night, I went to sit somewhere just looking. I just said the whole Ghana is like a village. My impression about sitting on top of a building and seeing other countries and how lighted and how beautiful the place is. I looked at, and then we sit here and we say, we should go to Saudi Arabia. They will do what? They will kill you. Go and see what happens elsewhere. You see, it is about improvement in the physical quality of human life. And it is about using the resources of the states, okay, to better the lots of all of us. That is what matters. Yeah, it is. But it appears that the president. See, the only truth that President Akufo-Addo told, that in fact is indubitable, is that yetisikaso nanso okomodeye. It is true. We have the resources here. Elsewhere, under dictatorship or under monarchy, they are using the resources that they have to better the lot of people. We claim to be a democracy, and then we are chopping and amassing and depriving people of monies that could have been used to improve their lot. So he asked the question. He said, you cannot be coming here and be talking. And then I asked him the question, what would be the basis of my talking? Because I'm talking, we have challenges.
But you see,
too many of them.
I'm going to welcome Alhassan Suini in a bit.
We'll not come and live in Ghana again when we die.
It's
and we come back.
You would expect that when citizens finance the traveling of leaders to also go and see what is happening out there, that would influence how they also govern. But unfortunately, we see it here. Our leaders will travel, they will see, and they will come back and still do the same things and expect different results.
That's the experience are enabling them.
That we have as a people.
How do citizens get to know about some of these things? They have to just travel and see what happens elsewhere.
Let's hear from the president.
So that we can demand accountability.
Indeed. Take a look at this.
Government reduced the Planting for Food and Jobs program, which had been implemented since 2017. Based on lessons learned, government developed and launched under the dynamic leadership of the new Minister for Food and Agriculture, the second phase of the PFJ. The second phase of the PFJ sets out a 5-year agenda to ensure food self-sufficiency and resilience. Strategic targets have been set for 11 priority products in the immediate term, September to December 2023. Short term, year 2024. Medium term, 2025-2026. And the long term, 2026-2028. The selected products are soybean, sorghum, tomato, pepper, onion, cassava, yam, plantain, and poultry. So I'm happy to report that production estimates for these priority products reveal that the planned targets for the year have been exceeded for all the products except poultry.
I ask you this because President Akufo-Addo during the State of the Nation address indicated that some 5.847 billion Ghana cedis was paid to bondholders. And this is the largest coupon paid in a day in Ghana's history. Did you receive some money this week or sometime last week?
He was talking about the payments last year. So that's my understanding. So just record it. Actually, I was wondering what's that detail.
No, he is quoted as saying, we'll play that video. It says, a week ago, last Tuesday, 20th February 2024, the second coupon of 5.8 billion cedis was paid to domestic bondholders.
No. Let me what
was the reason for why did we even get there?
Yes,
the first
payment people haven't commented. Those are paid individually, right? So once bondholders have been paid, then there is peace. There is only we begin to act when there's not been payment, and of course, you know, people plan how to use their money, etc. Right? So I'm just looking on the page. I haven't seen.
No, but you see, you should also be answering the question: what has happened to those of us who were given crude haircuts?
Yes,
that one.
Yes,
yeah, those of us who were given